You may expect to meet both high and low-value males in any social setting. The former takes a drastically different tack when interacting with females. Now the question is, what do these high-value males do to entice females? Do they actually provide results? Many men spend considerable time considering how they may improve their attractiveness to females. In reality, though, the vast majority of them are well off base. You need to do things that show how valuable you are to high-value women if you want to attract them. It's not necessary to be a famous actor or a millionaire to participate. You only need to learn how to highlight your strongest points. High-value guys do things differently, but there is no one-size-fits-all strategy for attracting women. Therefore, without further ado, here are 7 things successful men do when approaching women. 1. They are more of a listener than a speaker. A man of value recognizes that women enjoy chatting. Therefore, he makes it a point to listen more than he speaks. By doing so, they make it more likely that females will feel safe confiding in them. Doing this is crucial if you want to start a conversation with someone and build rapport. This is not to say, however, that men of great value never engage in conversation. They have an innate sense of when to speak and when to be quiet. When they do talk, they only say things that are fascinating and worth hearing. Silence is also acceptable to them. They aren't uncomfortable with silence and won't waste it by babbling. In this approach, they can determine whether or not she can maintain interest despite the lack of dialogue. As a result, many females feel the urge to fill any moment of solitude with idle conversation. Men of high value understand the power of silence as much as they understand the power of speech. 2. They initiate the interaction. The idea that males should always wait for women to make the first move is widespread but false. It's a fact, though, that high-value males aren't hesitant to take charge. They know that women are more likely to approach males who exude confidence and initiative, so they approach women and strike up discussions with them without waiting to be asked. This doesn't necessarily imply that high-value males will initiate contact. It's possible they'll hang back till a woman comes to them. Nonetheless, they are not shy about taking the lead. Every time they approach a woman, they project confidence through their body language. They grin and make eye contact with the women they approach. This makes guys seem assured, which is attractive to females. 3. They're not shy about striking up a chat. High-value males don't sit about waiting for the right moment to approach a woman, as opposed to the indecisive kind. They realize the longer they wait, the more awkward it will be to initiate contact. Therefore, people stop worrying about it and really do it. Not every attractive woman will be approached by a man of great value. They are picky about who they engage in conversation with. But once they feel someone is worth talking to, they won't waste any time striking up a discussion with them. They exude confidence and sexual allure because they never show signs of uneasiness or anxiousness. 4. They never talk up themselves or make false claims of superiority. Many men believe that talking about their achievements is the best way to attract women. Besides being extremely unattractive, this behavior also conveys an air of insecurity. Men of worth don't need to boast. Their deeds speak for themselves. Unfortunately, many men have the false belief that women are more likely to be interested in them if they brag about their money, power, or social standing. However, the reality is that smart women find this sort of conduct repulsive. The attitude is seen as pretentious and offensive by them. The ladies who are truly worth your time will be turned off by your boasting, but you will attract some. Please consider this from a woman's point of view. Do you think you could be with someone who always talks up how great he is? Most likely not. How could you possibly expect ladies to want to date someone like that? This strategy is effective only with wealthy women who are serious about settling down. If all you want is a one-night stand, then by all means, boast. However, men of great value don't boast, not even when they're only seeking for a hookup. 5. They make good use of humor. Using proper humor is crucial when trying to attract the attention of ladies. Rather than trying to force your comedy on her, You should focus on making jokes that she will find amusing. Men of high value can make women laugh without coming off as needy or overeager. That begs the question, how do they pull it off? By allowing oneself to have fun on the spur of the moment. They aren't taking themselves, or the topic of discussion, too seriously. It's because of this that they can make jokes that aren't meant to be taken seriously, yet still come out as charming. Funny flirting can boost your self-esteem too. Making people laugh makes it difficult to feel worried or uneasy. You will have far more success with women if you learn to use humor effectively. High-value males are able to strike the right balance between seriousness and comedy. They are able to distinguish between serious and humorous situations. This demonstrates to females that they are well-rounded and capable of discussing issues beyond the superficial. 6. They are able to decipher nonverbal cues. Men of high value are experts at deciphering nonverbal communications. Before they ever talk to a girl, they can tell if she is interested in them. They can tell if she is interested in them or not by observing how she responds physically. They can save time and energy by focusing their efforts on the ladies they know will respond positively to their advances. That begs the question, how do they pull it off? With the use of the following indicators, making eye contact, a woman's interest in a man can be gauged by whether or not she maintains eye contact with him. A woman's real interest can also be seen in the way she smiles at you. When a woman faces a man with an open body posture, it's a sign that she likes him and wants to spend more time with him. 7. They utilize flirtation to establish rapport. Flirting goes beyond compliments and pickup lines. It's also a fantastic approach to get to know someone you have romantic interest in. Men with high social value understand the power of flirtation in establishing rapport with women. That begs the question, how do they pull it off? This can be achieved by making jokes and comments that keep the mood light and the conversation interesting. They are careful not to appear authoritative. Instead of chatting, they let their flirtation do the talking. In their favor, flirting is a tool that high-value men use to get to know women better, as opposed to the low-value guys who use it to get laid. Many guys believe that flirting with women must be done for ulterior motives, but the reality is that being genuine is usually the most effective tactic. Rehearsed words and phony compliments are easily spotted by women. Avoid trying too hard to win her over, and instead be yourself and go with the flow of the conversation. To successfully flirt, you need not assume a false persona. It's as easy as taking an interest in another person and chatting pleasantly with them. So unwind and express yourself fully.